right, so it's time for another Amazon hydroponic system unboxing. And this one is actually interesting. It's a 12 pod system. Let's just go over it really fast on the Amazon listing before we open the box. All right, so here's the listing. Now, this one is interesting. It's a white one. Usually I like to get them in gray or black, but at this price, you can't go wrong. So it's a actual unit that can hold 12 pods. Let's check it out. Wow, you can grow this right indoors. And mushrooms, magic mushrooms. And so let's check this one out. Okay, so what are the features? Okay, what's great is it has a water pump in it. Now, some of these ones, especially the lower priced ones, do not have a water pump that's in it to move the water around. And that's a definite thing you need if you're going to do hydroponics. If the water is not moving around, the roots will not get enough oxygen, and sludge and mold and fungus and stuff will actually form. So this one, it says, gets to 25.5 inches tall. Actually, though, that is not true because they include the base into that total. So you're going to minus 25.5 inches by 4.8 inches. So it's probably going to be about 20 inches tall is my guess. All right, so what else does it have? Okay, so it has built-in grow lights. And again, we have the little pump in there. It's interesting because it has full spectrum lights made out of LED. And LED lights actually don't cost you that much in electricity. And that is very important. Okay, so here's you can grow lettuce in your kitchen. Very interesting. So let's check this out. So again, it has 20-watt LED lights. Okay, here's what's cool. Built-in water pump. No need to set the time. And it turns off automatically. Now that is good because I forget to do things. It has no noise, which is another good thing. So it has 16 hours of working time. So the pump will work for 16 hours and then go into a rest cycle of 8 hours. I believe the same being for the lights. So let's just really fast just check out. Now, there's so many different ones to choose from. And as you can see, they're not cheap. So the one I picked had a really good price at under $55. And here we go. So you can grow your garden right indoors. And it shows you step by step how to put it together. I don't know if I'm going to put it together live on the camera. I'll figure it out because people don't like to watch long videos. So it holds 2.5 liters of water. They vary. Lots of different units will hold less or more. Now, we have a 20-watt LED light, full spectrum. So it's actually red and blue lights. Very interesting. And all right, so let's check it out. Let's open it up and see what's inside the box. Apparently, it weighs 2.97 pounds. And that's good because it's not that big and it won't take that much room up. All right, it's time to open it up and see what it comes with and see what its features are, because some of them have built-in like a water tank where you can actually see the level and all sorts of other things. Also, they have, some of them have like removable water tanks, so if you want to dump the water to put fresh water in, you can do that too. The back of the unit, and this is going to be the front of the unit. Oh, great. Okay, so it has a viewable water level system here, and it's telling you, okay, so if the water goes below this line that says max, you know it's time to add more water, which is great. Okay, so let's try to take this apart. And okay, so this is the base. Okay, I guess that catches the water. And how do we get the top off? There we go. All right, so we got a 12 pod system, and that's actually great. Some of them only come with 4, so you can grow more plants with this. Here's the light. And that attaches onto the back piece. I guess you slide it in. And this is actually a nice looking unit. Very, very cool. All right, what else does it come with? Let's see. All right, so it comes with directions. That is very good. So it'll give me a better understanding of what we have here. Okay, and these stickers go in the top. I'll show you. So like when you put your pods in with the baskets, this goes around the top of the plant. Like you could see there's a cutout, and that keeps, believe it or not, that keeps from having some kind of moss or algae growing around the top of the cocoa coir or sphagnum peat moss like soilless media. What happens is that when you're growing these things, and you're starting, you put your seeds in, and it has the light. What happens is algae forms sometimes on the top, if light gets into there, when it's first, trying to germinate. And these little things are a collar that go around here to keep the light out from getting inside the little pods. That is a good thing. All right. That's actually very good. It's the first unit that I've gotten so far that actually came with that. Okay, so we get 12 baskets. Actually, I'll open this part up in a second. We have the AC adapter here. All right, and there's a pump in here. I could see that. This is the thing that makes it extend up and down. So I'll put that there. Okay, so we have, oh, great. We have plant food. Okay, so it comes with dry pellets, and you just add water to them and shake it up. And then this should last like 6 months to a year. I don't know how long the food's going to last. You'll probably run out of it before a year is up. Okay, so is this supposed to be... Okay, so this is just... Sorry, I got cut off from my video. So this looks like it got a little dislodged. So I'm just going to put it back into place. There we go. And that's the pump. Here's another part of this for the extendable light, so you can lift the light up and down. And so far, this is a quality piece. Okay, so this probably attaches into something else, and we'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, so it comes with the baskets, comes with the soil, well, the soilless media. And these swell up, actually. So when you first get them, they're small, they're spongy. You get the lids to go on each one of these. Here, I'll show you. Each one of these, once you add the basket in, you put the basket in, and then you put this in. And, you drop the seeds in first, of course. And then these little caps go on top of here. Okay, so you got the 12 pods on the top of this part. And what's the small hole for? Well, that's actually where you would add the water. So this little cap goes on that. Don't lose the cap. Now, I don't see a spot where you can drain the water. So that might be a pain. So when you have everything all in here, you might just have to lift it up and out with the plants in it, and then dump this to clean this out every month. Here's another thing. I was wondering what this little plug was for that's inside of here. And apparently this actually plugs into the AC adapter. So this has right there, that's where you would plug this in to get this running. So I'm going to set it up and show you what it looks like when it's all set up. I actually gave you guys incorrect information. It's a 9-pod system. That's still very good. Again, most of them come with like 4 or 6. So it has 9 holes to grow. And I was wondering why I only had 9 stickers. Now I know why. All right, so I have to go through all these directions and try to figure out how to do this. It comes with 10 grow sponges. It comes with 10 baskets, 10 plant labels. I thought there was actually... I only got like 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One is missing. One must have fell somewhere. All right. And what else does it come with? Let's see. All right. So it comes with the power adapter, the cord, the grow deck. It comes with 10 plastic domes, and yeah, the AC adapter, the lamp, the stand, and the extension, the water tank. Interesting. So I'll read it up, and whatever I find out, I'll let you know. Okay, so at first I couldn't understand, but I figured it out. So the first thing you have to do is install the lower part of the stand, and then you snap this larger part of the stand into this until it clicks into place. And then you're supposed to, like, this thing snaps in the back of this. I don't know if you can see that. And you're supposed to actually guide the LED light panel into this slot here and this slot. And then you can lock it into place when you get it to the size you want. And you have to take 2 hands and hold the base really tight. Well, 1 hand at least. And then you can raise this light up and down. You can raise it to all different heights and lengths. Okay, now I didn't know what to do with this little thing, and I found out you have to insert it on the top part of the pump. Okay, so we got that going. The next thing to do is to add the, it says, place the grow deck, make them connect. Okay, well, I did the light thing first. Oh God, I always do everything backwards. So the plug that's inside of there, there's a little thing right here. So just push the plug into this little gap here, and guide it, right? And then just push it in. Otherwise, the wire is going to be going all over the place. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now your wire is in that groove, and you could plug it in. So there you go. Now with your wire out of the place, because before I knew that it had the groove for the wire, for the plug, I couldn't get the top piece snapped in, but now the wire is out of the way. And this top piece can be snapped in place. The next thing it says is to plug it in, but I don't like plugging anything in until actually there's water in a tank, because you never ever want to plug a pump into any kind of electrical socket without water being in it, because it can burn the motor out. So I am going to wait to the end before I plug it in. Okay, so I'm just going to put the baskets, and by the way, the baskets are pretty. They're almost like flower shaped. So I'm going to put all the baskets in every one of the holes. And the nice thing is it came with an extra basket. So this little hole here is going to be your fill hole. And once a month, you're going to need to dump this water out. You have to change it. Otherwise, the water goes sour. All right, so I'm going to set it up. So all I have to do now is I have to add the seeds to each one of these pods. And, well, first I have to fill this up with water. Now, it says it has a 2.5 liter tank. And they want you to fill it up with 2 liters of water. So for 2 liters of water, how much plant food do you need? That is the question. Okay, so we have 2 of these, A and B. And you fill them up with water and shake it up. And it turns the whole bottle into plant food. You do have a measuring cup on the top. Here we go. And so how much water does 2 liters need? Let's find out. How much plant food, I mean. Okay, so for 2 liters, 10 ml. So you fill it up to the 10 ml line on A and the 10 ml line on B. And then dump it in to the water. So actually, let me go ahead and show you something. One of these. This will change your life. And they sell them. It's like a 4-quart or 1-gallon pitcher on Amazon with markers. And so this one actually on the outside, has the markers for you to actually read on the inside. So when you're pouring the water, it actually helps you. So we want to get to 2 liters. So you can see the 2 inside the pitcher. So I'm going to fill it up with 2 liters of water, and no tap water. The tap water is a no-no. You're going to have to use filtered water, or at least bottled water or distilled water. Don't use water from your tap. If you have no choice to do that, you can actually fill up this pitcher with tap water, leave it overnight, at least 24 hours, and the chlorine and the chemicals should settle down. But you never want to use tap water when it comes to plants. It's a beautiful thing. I have filtered water on my refrigerator, so I'm going to fill the pitcher up with that. All right, so we're at 2 liters, and now it's time to fill up the tank. Okay, so I'm going to make the plant food. It says fill AB bottle with pure water. Screw 2 caps, shake a few times, and the fertilizer will dissolve in water and become a nutrient. It says the top cap of the bottle is going to be your measuring device. And scale mark from 1 milliliter to 15 ml is inside the cap. Follow user guide to add nutrient when feeding. Okay, so you're going to do AB, and you're going to dump it actually into that water and mix it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually, before I pour the water in here, I'm going to make the plant food, and I'm going to dump it into the big pitcher and stir it, and then dump it in. Okay, so note to you guys, when you unscrew this that's on here, you are going to notice that it has, most of you won't notice, that it has a little cap inside of it. You're going to have to take that out. Otherwise, when you go to squirt the plant food into this, you'll be wondering why it's not working. So I'm using a measuring cup to pour filtered water in here. So 1 down and 1 to go. And so you know what? For the first time, leave the cardboard in there and screw it back on to shake it up. And then you can take the little cardboard piece out of the top of the lid. Now it's shake it up time. Until you don't hear that sound anymore. You hear that? Sounds like pellets are in there. When you don't hear that sound anymore, then it dissolved. Hear it. You can hear the little capsules in there. Let's try this one. This one you don't anymore, so this one's dissolved. 5 minutes later, and B still hasn't dissolved. A dissolves really quick for some reason, but I still hear it. Listen to this. You can hear the little pellets still in here. Can you even see them? I don't know. Oh, my hand's getting tired. Okay, I can feel it dissolving now. See how A sounds? 10 minutes later. There's still pellets in here. This should be good enough. All right, so A, 10 ml. And I'll be right back. Okay, 10 ml and 10 ml. Okay, so we got A. And we got B. I don't know if I should mix A first. I'm just going to do that for precautionary. And B. And we'll give it a mix. All right, now I'm going to empty this into the tank. And now there's plant food. So you use the total of 20 ml, but 10 for each. Okay, so now you want to remove this little knob here. Just pull it up and dump the water in. Okay, so I added the water. And so the plug comes in two parts. So the adapter plug has two pieces. So you plug one end into the one that's inside, coming out of the tank, and the other end into the back of the light. I have another grow light system, and I'm going to put this one in front of it. So now I have two on this little table. All right, so I'm going to plug it in, and we're going to see what happens. So I just plugged it in, and let's see what we got here. On. Oh, okay. And the pump is on. Let's see, 16 hours. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so you just press on. That's it. That's all she wrote. Let's check this out. So the lights are working. There's my other unit. And it's working very well. Listen to this. Listen to the sound of the trickling water. That's sort of peaceful. Okay, so now what I got to do is add seeds to the pod, and we're all set. Okay, so I decided I wanted to turn my house into an opium den. So we're going to grow poppies and carnations and lettuce and herbs. All right, so I'm going to start out with Mission Bell poppies. And I got one of these things. These things you need. I'm telling you, if you have tiny seeds, like look at the size of these seeds. The size of these seeds. They're so tiny. I'm going to put a couple in case, you know, like one's not enough, because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I can't even get these on here. Okay, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? I'm going to have to look. Okay, so we got a couple of seeds here. All right, let's go. We'll go with number 1 over here. And it's so tiny, it's like you need to have steady hands for this one. All right, I think it went in. I think it went in the hole. All right, so let's put one of these into the system. So we're going to put the Poppy Mission Bell right in here. And sometimes these things float, so... Oh, good. It's not floating upwards. Okay, so we got that. Now the sponge is going to absorb the... It's going to absorb the water. But the problem is now we got to add the sticker. But I want to put a label in there. So I got one of these things on Amazon. You can get like a pack of 200 for like under 10 bucks. So I'm going to just put that right in here. And there, now I know what the heck is in there. But we got to put that little sticker going around the collar. So let me just take this out first. Okay, the stickers are not going to work if you're going to put a label in there. So I'm just going to 86 it. We're not going to do the stickers. There we go. All right, and that's it. What do I think about this unit? I really, really like it. I like the fact that we have the water level, so you know when your water is going down. I really like the pump on this one. Now, this one's pump is on, and it is barely even moving the water. And this one, you can see it's like flowing and moving. So this is going to oxygenate your plants. Keep the roots oxygenated and keep the mildew and the mold from forming and algae. By this moving around like that, that is actually really good. I've never seen a pump out of all the units that I've reviewed and tried, this Vigorous. This is a Vigorous pump. And the fact that it shuts itself off and turns itself back on automatically without me having to do a damn thing, including the lights, is great. The fact that this thing can extend this high, you just unclip this little piece right here. Just give it an unclip. And it's hard for me to do with one hand, but there we go. See? You just lift the clip up, and then you can just lift this piece up. See? Just like that. And you can make it as high as you want. But when you start seedlings out, you want to actually keep it as low as possible. Then you close the clip to lock it in place, and there you go. So I give this a thumbs up. I give this a 5-star. This is actually a pretty unit. Oh, I forgot one thing. Hold on. If you plant a seed, don't forget to put this in. And, oh, I just realized something. So we're not going to be able to have our labels. So what we can do is just go like that and keep one of these like little labels like next to each one. So like that, and there you go. And now I can put the sticker on. But you want to keep this little humidity dome on it until the seedling emerges, because this will keep the seed moist, and it'll keep it well hydrated. So there you go. I give this a 5-star. I'm telling you, for the price, you can't beat it. And the fact that it extends, the light extends so high up, that is a plus. Most of them are very short. Some of them are only 10 inches tall. This one goes up to at least 20 inches tall, as you can see here. And it's a great, high quality unit. I'm going to put a link in the description below. I'm telling you, this thing is well worth it. And it was very easy to put together.